Do you see the blessings? Do you see the blessings in your life? Because if you can't look for them right now and see them, you are the problem. They're there. They're there. But you can't see them because you're in such a negative vibration, such a negative energy, negative state of consciousness. If you are ungrateful right now, anytime that you are ungrateful, hit the floor. Hit the floor, do some push-ups, some burpees, get active, because what's that gonna do? That's gonna put you and your body in peak physical performance, peak physical activity by hitting the floor and getting after it. That is going to change your physiology. Your body's gonna change, your state of mind's gonna change. You're gonna realize, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I could even do a push-up. There's people in the hospital right now. There's people in the ICU right now. There's people in wheelchairs right now. There's people that can't even stand on their own 2 feet. And you're going to think, oh, why don't I have that? Why don't I have that money, that job, that car, that house? Oh, boo-hoo. Motherfucker. Be grateful for what you have right now in your physical, present reality. Because everything that's come to you has come to you by certain laws. And the law of gratitude, for every thought you put out of gratitude, you are receiving gratitude. You put out gratitude, you're going to be given things to be grateful for. You put out negativity, you're going to continue to see negativity. Your outside exterior world, exterior reality is a direct reflection of what's going on within you. What are you seeing? What do you see? Every single day when you get up, do you think, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want to get up at 4 o'clock. Motherfucker, you have another day. God woke you up. How grateful could you be for that? That is the most beautiful thing. But you can choose to look at it like, oh, I'd rather sleep in. That's not an option. That's not an option if you want to live your best life. Sleeping in, doing drugs, drinking, watching pornography, eating massive amounts of junk food. That's not an option if you want to be your best self. That's the whole point of all of this, is to be the best that we can possibly be. We've been given the faculties, the tools to do that. We are so powerful. Our thoughts, our higher mental faculties, the imagination, intuition, will, memory, reason, perception. We can use these higher mental faculties to change our internal state. You could choose to look at a situation differently just by thinking about it, changing your perception. How would Michael think about this problem or this situation? Ask yourself, someone that you admire, someone that you respect, how would this person look at this situation? How would they handle this situation? And change your perspective about it and be grateful. The things that are the things that have been the worst things at the moment in my life turned out to be the best things that ever happened to me. I went to a real estate meeting. I was selling real estate at the time. I go to this real estate meeting and I plan to speak. I told my fiance I'm going to go there, I'm going to pitch these properties. And I get there and I'm so nervous, I couldn't get up in front of the room. I couldn't raise my hand and go up there. And I left there just crushed. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What kind of man am I? I have to go home and tell my fiance I couldn't speak in front of the room? In front of a room of 15 people? Who the fuck are those people? I can't get in front of the room and talk? What is that? So that put me on the path. I had to conquer the fear of public speaking. I could never let that happen again. So then I shifted. I started developing myself, went to Toastmasters, started developing my public speaking, communication skills. A year later, put on my own personal development seminar. 30, 40 people showed up, spoke for 45 minutes straight, told them my story, how I overcame the fear of public speaking. And then in a year and a half after that initial real estate meeting, I became the president of that Toastmasters Club. At the time, it looked like it was the worst thing that could have happened to me. I couldn't get up in front of that room. I was devastated. I was like, no way, this is terrible. But it ended up being the greatest thing that ever happened to me because it caused me to overcome a part of myself that I was holding on to for so long. That first happened my freshman year of high school. I couldn't get in front of a room and I avoided public speaking for the rest of high school and the rest of my life up until that real estate meeting. And that's when I had to change. So what looked like the worst thing that could have happened ended up being the best thing that happened to me. It's all in perspective. So if you're not grateful for your life right now, look for the things that you can be grateful for. You have parents, you have siblings, you have a family, you have a home, you have a vehicle for transportation, you have a phone, you have water, you have food. These are the things that are really important in life, but so many people have gotten it so far off track because of social media and the things that they've seen about materialism, luxuries. Don't get it twisted. The people that are putting that out, they're putting that out to get your attention. They probably aren't even that materialistic, but they know that that's what it takes to get attention nowadays. Massive amounts of it. But don't get it twisted. They've gone through the ringer. They've gone through the rough, the tough road, the hardships, the process, the journey. And you're going to go through it too, as I am. And we all are. That's what God is doing for us. God is molding us into the person we want to become, the person that we see in our mind, our imagination. So see that. See the vision of yourself that you want. Hold to that desire, that dream that you have, because it's becoming a reality. And don't let anyone talk you out of it, because no one can see what you see, what's in your heart. That's the only thing you have in this life, is your conscience. And we all must live in direct congruency, in perfect alignment with our conscience. Through my program, the Higher Self program, I show you how to live in alignment with your higher self, with your conscience, with the authentic voice of God, for you to live your best life. Because your conscience is the authentic voice of God. It's calling you in every moment to do things. And those things are guiding you to your overall purpose, your overall vision in this life. That's it. That's the whole point of all of this. So don't get it twisted. Don't get too lost on the external things. This is an internal spiritual journey that we're having. And until you learn to live in alignment with your conscience, you're going to be pushed and pulled and driven to vices, instant pleasure. It's purpose over pleasure. That's it. Purpose over pleasure in everything. Let's go.